Welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we are going to see on how you can obtain a public gaming license in Kenya. Down here we have given you a link which is going to lead you to our wiki procedure website, where you can find other wiki procedures and more, so you can find more information on how to obtain a public gaming license in Kenya. We have given you external links to other sites and forms which are used in the application. We have also given you external links to other websites which have more information on public gaming in Kenya. We are going to visit these sites as we move on with the presentation today. So let's get back to our presentation. The list of items that we are going to cover today are as follows. We are going to look at the need for a public gaming license, the eligibility, required documents, steps to follow while making the procedure, the applicable fees, the validity period, processing time, offices, and other relevant information. Today's program and this presentation is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. Welcome. The need for a public gaming license. In Kenya, a public gaming license enables one to deal, operate, carry on, or conduct any gambling game, gaming device, slot machine, race book, or sports pool. The license can also be used to operate a gaming salon. In Kenya, it is unlawful for any person to engage in any gaming activity without a public gaming license. The eligibility criteria of obtaining a public gaming license are as follows. First, a person needs to have the desire to hold games of chance for winnings in money's worth. And the criteria which the board determines whether an applicant is suitable to hold a public gaming license are as follows. They consider the following: the financial status or solvency of that person, the education or other qualifications or experience of the applicant, having regard to the nature of the functions which, if the application is granted, the person shall perform. So they see the competency and the capacity of the applicant. They also consider the status of other licenses and approvals granted to the applicant by any financial sector. Here they're going to refer to the Credit Reference Bureau to see the CRB status. They are going also to look at the ability of the applicant to carry on the regulated activity competently, honestly, and fairly. They're going to look at the reputation, character, financial integrity, and reliability of the applicant. And in case the applicant is a company and not a natural person, the chairpersons, directors, chief executive officers, management, and all other personnel of that company, including all duly appointed agents and other substantial shareholders of the company, shall be reviewed to see if they meet the mentioned criteria. And if they do, the company shall be granted the public gaming license upon meeting other set criteria. So let's move on to see how. Let's see the required documents. You need to complete the form, the application form. You also need recommendations from the local authority. You also need payment receipts for the investigation fees. These are the initial requirements. And okay, let's see how the steps to follow in making the application. First, you need to start by obtaining recommendations from the local authority to start a public gaming premises. You need to approach the district offices and get recommendations. You can also approach the county government offices to seek recommendations to open a public gaming premises. After getting the recommendation, you can then proceed and visit the Betting Control and Licensing Board BCLB offices, we are going to refer to them as BCLB as we move on, to make the application for a public gaming license. Here you'll be given the application form for public gaming license from 1A to complete, and the form should be filled in duplicate. I've gone ahead and downloaded the form so we can have a look at it and see the required information. This is the form here. Application for a public gaming license. You can see they want your full names, the physical address and the postal address, the name under which the business is going to operate in, full names of partners, directors, secretaries. They also want to know if you've ever been convicted of any criminal offense or been declared bankrupt. They want to know if your company has any branches, and the information is straightforward, so you can have a look at the form and fill it appropriately. Let's go back to the presentation. We can take a look at the form, fill it, and after filling the form, you need to go and pay an investigation fee. If you are a local applicant, you need to pay 2,500 shillings, or if you are a foreigner, you need to pay 1 million shillings. 1 million shillings for the investigation fee. Let me repeat: if you are a local applicant, you need to pay 250,000 for investigation fees, and if you are a foreigner, you need to pay 1 million. The fees are for the BCLB to come and investigate your premises to see if it's suitable to carry out the gaming which you are applying for. After submitting the completed Form 1A to the BCLB, attach the following documents. You need to attach recommendations from the local authority, receipt of payment of the investigation fee, and the identification documents, which are your national ID or your passport. The BCLB will then review your applications and make investigation into the gaming premises before approval. So after investigations, the board will determine the suitability of the applicant and the premises, and upon successful review, you are supposed to go ahead now and pay the application fees. You are going to be notified if your investigations have been successful, if the review are successful, so you can move on and pay the application fees, which is 1 million shillings for both local and foreign applicants, and a licensing grant fee of 3 million shillings. And you need to submit the payment receipt. So after more deliberations, the BCLB will grant the gaming licenses, and the processing period usually takes 1 month. As already mentioned, the applicable fees is the investigation fees is 250,000 for local applicants, 1 million for foreign applicants. The application fees is 1 million shillings for both applicants, local and foreign, and license grant fees is 3 million shillings. The renewal fees are 25,000 per year. The validity period of the public gaming license is 1 year from the date when it was granted or last renewed. The processing time is usually 1 month. The office locations of the Betting Control and Licensing Board in Nairobi are at Mama Ngina Street, Nairobi, the Kenya Charity Sweepstakes House. They occupy the 3rd and the 8th floor. You can visit them at www.betting.go.ke. Other information you should note that you should start by obtaining recommendations from the local authority before starting a public gaming premises. So you need to approach your local authority, have them visit the premises, and they'll advise you on what you need to do to make your application successful. An applicant for the issue or renewal of a license or permit shall be submitted to the board in duplicate. So yeah, all applications you need to make them in duplicate when you're filling the form 1A. Where an application is made for on behalf of a partnership, society or body corporate, it must be signed by a partner or secretary to the society or body corporate, as the case may be. That is straightforward. And a separate application must be made in respect of each premise on which the applicant wishes to organize and manage gaming. So in case you have more than one gaming premise, you need to make a separate application for each gaming premise. And that's it. Thank you for watching our presentation today, and I will urge you to visit our website, our Wikiprocedure YouTube channel. Subscribe. We have more videos showing and detailing many procedures on various different ways to go about different procedures in Kenya, and not only in Kenya but different parts of the world. Visit us. You can even click the bell button and you'll get notified if any more procedures have been uploaded. And thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in obtaining your public gaming license.